Hello, hello, and happy quarantine. It's a little bit like saying happy Hunger Games to some people, right? Like they just want to shoot you when you say that. I know that there are a lot of you out there who are miserable through this season and probably rather frustrated at people like our family who are kind of enjoying this break from out there life. Yeah. We kind of are. I mean, a lot of people don't want to admit it and they don't want to talk about it but for homesteaders it can be a relief to a lot of frustration in a really important and busy season of our lives. A lot of us, this chicken, he's just gotta go. He crows all day long. What was I saying? So it can be a little bit of a relief. We've got day jobs that we're always busy, and for us personally, we are, for the most part, painters. And so springtime and early summertime is always just a battle and a war. He's running off trying to make money and paint because everybody is fighting over wanting us in their house and at their house and getting their job done right now because the sun's finally shining and we've made them wait all winter. And and so between that and then, gardening and all the things that need to happen in the spring. And so he's always off doing that and I'm always, torn between here and there and the kids are going crazy and so this actually anybody want a rooster? He's like the most excessive rooster ever. We could be so torn. But, I really try to be one of those people who looks for the blessings in things. Because I think if we look, we can find one in anything, Um, anyway, I'm going to show you one of the many projects that we've been working on to keep ourselves busy and that we've been so thankful to have the time to work on. It's not done, but it's pretty exciting even at this point, even though it's kind of a mess, but here it is. It's the new garden. Okay, well, it's part of it. I'm going to kind of lay out my plans for you here. Bear with me. These tubs you see right here are all full of potatoes that have not quite yet sprouted, but there's tons of them. And they're all over the place because I'm not sure where they're going to go. But, okay, here's the plan. And this is going to be a work in progress. It will not be done this year. But we're going to have all the beds built for the most part, and then we'll build from there. So we've got outer beds that are roughly about 2 feet wide. In some places they're more narrow, and some they're a little more wide. And they vary from right here, we've got them 6 inches deep, and then over here, they're, I think, 9 inches deep. And the reason for that is because we bought a huge load of B-grade lumber. It's super cheap from the mill, and so we're kind of just using whatever we've got and working with that. But eventually, all beds are going to be raised up. I think the front of these, as well as, all those. Those are 3 foot wide by I don't know how many feet. Boy, this chicken will not let me speak. Since he demands attention, this is the rooster who you keep hearing so much of. We call him Jonah because he runs away. So, right now, these beds are short, and for this year they will be, but they're going to get taller until they come, I think, probably 18 inches would be ideal. And the reason why we're going to end up with tall beds is because I have arthritis in my back and many other places, and so we are trying to build everything on our homestead with aging in mind so that we never have to move and everything is ready for us. At some point, we'll have to probably spread these beds a little wider and take out that stump there. But the idea is eventually I can sit on a cart and just kind of scoop my way down the rows, which is also part of the reason why they're so just long and straight and really good for that. But so the outside of the bed, right out here, all the way around, is this year probably not going to be more than a foot tall, but eventually it'll probably be about 3 feet tall or so, and then we're going to attach fencing to that And all around the outside, we're going to grow mostly tomatoes and some flowers. And then in the corners, we're going to do Jerusalem artichoke and other awesome things like that. I have not put anything in these beds yet because we're not done building yet. But I think today, just because I'm so desperate to get something in the ground besides a potato, I'm going to start putting some roots in here. But yeah, so that's that. And so the whole outer bed is going to be functional as a bed and a fence as a border. So this comes around, and this, we have weird kind of entrance right here. There's like 2 beds that come out this way. And those are going to get, they're going to get double arches up over there. So like 8 foot worth of cattle panel arches. And on those, we're going to grow hardy kiwi. If you don't know about those, you should check them out. They're pretty cool. So then this is going to continue, out there and then come across there and join this over here. And it goes around like that, from there, and around here. And that is the progress we've made so far. So I'm super excited about this garden. Not just what it'll be this year, but the potential for what it's going to be next year. But I think even this year, it's going to be really pretty. I'm pretty excited. We got a lot going on in the greenhouse. And I will have to show you that because we got a greenhouse. But I'm not going to show you that in this video. Anyway, one thing I did want to talk to you about was gardening. Obviously, I mean, I'm in the garden. So I'm excited about gardens. I'm excited about my garden. I'm excited about your gardens. I'm excited for people who are in an apartment in the city who I might be able to convince to plant something in a bucket on their patio. And that's really, really, really what I wanted to talk to you about today. I wanted to show you my plans for the garden, but I want to talk to you about growing your own food. Do it! Just do it! I mean, there's a part of me that just says, that's all you need to say, is just do it. I am absurdly evangelical when it comes to gardening and farming and homesteading and all the things that we do here. Sometimes, we joke that God gets jealous about how evangelical I am about it. I really am. It's absurd. But I just think that everybody should do it, on some level. They should get connected to nature and to their food and kind of where we come from. We plant ourselves in cities and surrounded by technology and all this man-made stuff, and we forget where we come from. And we forget to care about that. And then we end up in these crazy situations where we're quarantined and freaking out and in a store and fighting over hot dogs and toilet paper. And I just think, man, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that I have a full pantry. And I wish that on everyone. I do. And I know that that's not feasible for everyone, but I just really want to encourage you. I think that if you watch this channel, then you probably have some kind of interest in what we do. And whether you're able to do it on the scale that we do or not, I don't know. Some of you are, obviously. Some of you probably not. But I just think that, on some level, everybody should get started with something. I remember this time when my girls were tiny. I think Ever was a baby and Mia was just a toddler. Lana was pretty small. And we were living in these apartments in Oregon. And it was many, many years before my homesteading days, before I had a garden. But I just got it in my head for some reason that we should grow our own food. I don't know. I went through this kind of super crunchy stage where, I was making our own chicken nuggets and our own corn dogs and stuff. And so I got like pots, little, small ones. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I tried to grow things. And I didn't know anything at all about gardening. I didn't know anything. I mean, it was awful. I don't know what I was thinking. But I tried. I think I actually tried to grow corn in a little planter that was like 6 inches deep by 6 inches wide, and I think, or 6 inches tall by 6 inches deep that way. And I don't know how long it was. It was a couple feet long. It You could not have successfully grown anything but radishes in there. Like, looking back now, but I tried. You know, if I had had YouTube in my life, internet, TV, anything at all, which I didn't, I might have been successful. But because it was such an awful failure, and oh boy, was it, nothing survived because I had no idea what I was doing. If it had survived, I'd probably be in a whole different place right now. I wouldn't have gone through all the years of struggle that I've gone through. But I should turn this way, shouldn't I? I'm like in the shadow of my own face and not even caring for a while there. What was I saying? Okay, so you at home living in that apartment and thinking, boy, I don't like GMOs, and I don't like all the things, and I don't like not knowing where my food comes from. Even in that apartment situation, you have access to a world of knowledge right now that I didn't have access to. You can learn the things, and you can grow things on your patio or your balcony like I couldn't. And I just really encourage you all to do that. Do you know, a tomato plant is perfectly happy in a 5-gallon bucket. Like, they are super happy. There were other people, and I should have done what they did. But I had neighbors who were growing tomatoes in 5-gallon buckets. Potatoes grow really well in a 5-gallon bucket. Some things will even grow really well in a window, like celery. Celery loves a sunny window. It doesn't have to have a big pot. It can sit right there on your windowsill. Lettuce is the same. And both of them, not iceberg lettuce, but the other kind that, comes up from a stalk, both can be started from a stalk of your food from the grocery store. So if you can't start a seed to save your life, you have that as an option. Herbs grow really well in a windowsill too. I mean, there's all kinds of things. Hop on Pinterest, watch more videos. There are all kinds of people who are gardening in the city, in apartments, and they're out there. I wish I had someone to recommend you for. I totally would. If you have a channel and you grow in the city, or you know of one, please put the link to that channel in the comments. Please, I implore you. For those of you who are feeling inspired by the shortages and the craze of what's going on right now, or even by this video, if you want to get started but you don't have a budget for seeds, talk to me. Most gardeners have, we get packets with this many seeds, and we actually start this many in our gardens, and then we have all this left over, and usually, we'll be trading. But right now is a really, really good time to hop on those Facebook groups, or, get on live chats where homesteaders or gardeners are on there, and just throw out there that you want to get started, but you don't have a budget for seeds. We'll send you some. There are some nice people out there. Not everybody's a jerk. I sent one friend a starter pack of seeds, a variety of things, and I have more. So if you are new to all this and you don't have a budget for seeds, let me know and I will send you something. MI Gardener has a series of videos, I think there's 3 of them, on different levels, different things to grow for different levels of gardeners. Beginners, intermediate gardeners, advanced level gardeners. And I mean, I watched all 3 videos, and I absolutely agree with his assessment of the different levels of gardening for different seeds and plants and things. So I highly recommend that. I will try to remember to link those, at least the beginner one, in the video's description, so that you can go find that. But and he's just a wealth of knowledge anyway. You should totally be watching him if you're not already. Anyway, so Get outside, guys. Don't let yourselves sit there on media, even my videos, and go crazy in your quarantine. Get outside. Soak up this fabulous sun. Get something done. Dig a little patch of your yard or whatever. Plant something. Do something besides going crazy, and don't watch too much news, guys. Please don't watch too much news, or you're just gonna go crazy. Be kind. Share your toilet paper of your neighbor, and stay 6 feet apart. Have a blessed day, guys.